Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play The Binding of Isaac Wrath of the Lamb version 1.45 edition, a title that is getting increasingly long. Let's check out our stats quickly. 2 secrets remaining. I think the only person we have to beat the chest with again is Judas. I just unlocked Maggie's Faith, I believe it was called. I guess we could view found secrets, but that'll take fucking forever. And we need Guppy's hairball as well. I'm not sure what that last secret is though, so we'll get started here. I know, again, I would like to reiterate this for the 30th time. I know I've beaten the chest as Judas. For whatever reason, the Steam achievements were glitched. And when I beat it as Judas, it apparently gave me the functionality of having beaten it as Eve and Blue Baby. I don't know exactly how it worked. But suffice it to say, we have our X-ray goggles on, and we are going to try, I don't know, to tear some ass here against the hardest enemies in the game. We had a potential, not a very high potential. I'm not going to act like it was ripped from our grasp or anything. We had the potential last time to succeed on our run. Unfortunately, during the fight with Mom's Heart, we probably won't even need this world card yet, because I should be able to see with the X-ray goggles. Gives us the Ankh, which will give us the ability to respawn as Blue Baby if we die. Could be interesting if I die early on as Judas, which is something that happens, you know, occasionally, since he has such low health that there's not really that much tolerance for, you know, taking damage. But anyway, yeah, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but I am going to spoil it for you. I don't mean to spoil it for you, but I guess I kind of do, actually. Suffice it to say, fight with Mom's Heart. Get telepills, but it's identified, so I didn't know what it did at the time. Use telepills, takes you to the I Am Error room. I Am Error room gives you only a trip down to Shoal, no ability to go to the Cathedral. So despite holding the Polaroid, I was kind of barred from using it. It was a very weird situation, one that I would not have predicted, but, you know, that's kind of what happens in The Binding of Isaac sometimes. But then, with my 9 lives, can't get to that anyway, with my 9 lives, I did manage to defeat Satan, which is something that did not seem very likely at the time, but ended up working out totally fine. I took literally 0 damage on the Satan boss fight, which was actually, it was quite nice. It felt like, validating, reassuring that my Isaac skill has not totally left me. And it reminded me again how much I prefer that Satan boss fight to the, like, Isaac and Blue Baby boss fights, which seem oftentimes to just be like, you need health because you're going to take damage no matter what. There's extra health for us right now, which is awesome, as mentioned. So we will just try to amass the items necessary to give us, like, the most overpowered run in history. With the X-ray goggles coming so early, there is always a half-decent chance, at least, that we will run across a epic fetus or something like that. And if I get epic fetus in a jar, we have the potential to certainly make some great things happen. Especially if I can get a familiar that can actually, like, take out flies around me. But for now, we'll just focus on getting the money. This is okay because we will also be able to go to the shop, assuming we get enough keys and whatnots. But alright, more bombs, that's awesome. I was just gonna say, we're lacking bombs right now, which is the big problem. And weirdly enough, we had 2 sets of flies spawn at exactly the same time, so we should only have 1 more wave after this. Kind of weird when that happens, but it's alright with me. Should have, oh, I thought we had silkworms next. I always forget, because it doesn't seem like the basement 2, basement 1 can't have a mob trap room as far as I know, but it doesn't seem like the basement 2 has one very often, so I always forget what we have. We'll take the curved horn for now. That is a speed upgrade that also does extra damage against Satan. Obviously, this is probably one of the worst trinkets in the game, so we're not going to hold on to it for forever if we have the ability not to. Like to swap it out for basically anything else. Like Pushpin I had to leave on the last floor because I didn't have any bombs, but it would have been awesome to take that instead of what I'm using right now. But beggars can't be choosers, and in the end we're probably going to be stuck with the Polaroid anyway, unless I can buy Mom's purse from the shop. So we are going to, I guess, just deal with it for now. We basically, like, we went with, I'm not going to say we went without a trinket last time, but we went without a good trinket for a long time. Like, we only had Pushpin, which is okay, but, you know, we didn't have, like, cancer or anything like that. We had the option to pick up the cancer trinket, but it was too late. It was after I already had the Polaroid and only had 1 trinket slot available, so nothing I could have done about that. We're fighting Monstro here. Health up, followed by a deal with the Devil Room to get Brimstone for 2 hearts is the ideal circumstance that we're going to run into here. Haven't taken any damage yet, so I think it's a possibility. Oh my god! He was 1 hit away! Okay, whatever. There's our health up. We're 2/3 of the way there already. What do we have in the Satan room here? Krampus! Okay, that's not really what I was expecting. We might find ourselves having kind of a difficult time with things here. But I don't think I'm gonna die. And the good thing about getting Krampus, if nothing else, like obviously the lump of coal is a nice damage upgrade if you can shoot your shots very far. But it also means that I don't hate range upgrades so much. Like, after I get Lump of Coal, range upgrades seem to be pretty prevalent, and I don't feel like I'm, like, wasting my time picking them up, so... It is all good. So... We have, like, less than 50% health left on Krampus. Still have not been hit. I got hit on the Monstro fight, but... You know, we're in no danger of getting Basement Boy here, but I've already achieved that probably several times over at this point. Thank God that, as far as I know, there is no achievement for not getting hit in the Cathedral of the chest. That would be fucking impossible. Because the Isaac boss fight, just, if nothing else, even if you could make it without getting hit until then, the Isaac and Blue Baby boss fight are very, very difficult to not get hit on. At least in my opinion. Maybe other people have played more bullet hell shooters or something than I have, but I don't know, I have a problem with it. Not a problem on like a gameplay level, I think it's fine. It's kind of weird, it's a little bit incongruent with the rest of the game, but it's okay. Adds a nice challenge to the end of the game, which I think we needed after, you know, playing the vanilla style Isaac for 6 months. But, you know, those achievements I think would be unrealistic. Which, in a way, might make them actually a lot of fun, because probably only like 1% of the population would get them. 1% of the Isaac population, I should say. Like 0.01% of the actual population. Let's go around here. We still need to look for that second treasure room, and there it is. As always, as soon as I mention it, it appears. I hate this layout for dealing with the red cube of meat wannabes. It's alright, everything's dead except for this head. And me and my monkey, so we'll see what the treasure room has. Black Bean, decent passive. We'll obviously do poison damage whenever we get hit. Hopefully we don't get hit too often, though. Or we might have some bigger problems on our hands, considering we only have 3 hearts and we're playing as Judas. But our damage is okay now. I don't really use Lump of Coal strategically. I just kind of use it, like, if I hit something from far away, awesome. If I don't, you know, so be it. We're still kicking it strong here. Good thing about having bombs and the X-ray goggles is that I don't need to use my X-ray goggles. Or sorry, I don't need to use my bombs for secret rooms. So instead I can do things like this. Spend 2 bombs looking for getting extra money, and then I can go to the shop that is available on this floor. And with that shop, I might be able to buy something awesome. Nun's Habit, Mom's Purse would be worth picking up, because then we can get a second trinket. I don't even know. There's lots of good stuff that could possibly come about here. Feel bad about giving up Book of Revelations in the last video. Maybe we should... Never mind. We'll take the candle. Sorry, and I meant giving up Book of Belial. And we'll take the Spirit Heart as well. So the candle's a great item. I think this is... I picked this up on my Maggie run 2 runs ago. So this is the second time in 3 videos when I've had it. But the candle's such a great item. Absolutely love picking it up. It does beat Book of Belial just because you can use it so fucking frequently. I think this is a wise decision. Also, great against zombies. Feels like I'm selling an infomercial or something. Order the candle today, also great against zombies! Well, we don't want anything to do with those keys unless we can fly. I guess we want something to do with those keys, but we can't have anything to do with those keys. Definitely use a bomb with which to access this key so we can go to the treasure room and potentially the shop on this floor. Self-sacrifice room that has historically been a huge dick to me is something that I am not too interested in going to. What else could we want here? I guess we'll go to the right. This should be a fairly small floor. Don't anticipate there being too much to deal with. We'll wait to go to the shop until we know how much money we could possibly have. Oh, that was bad. Well, Black Bean did its job there at the very least. And so did the candle. Will we use a bomb? Yes, let's use a bomb here. Get a key and a chest. It's a no-brainer. I would have done it just for the chest, which would have been a decent payout. But where the heck is our treasure room? We'll fight the boss first. Ooh, it's the Fallen. This could be awesome. It could also be terrible if we die, but, you know, having fought... Who did we fight already? Krampus, and now the Fallen. That's actually kind of cool. Because we can get 2 very decent deal with the devil items. Provided that the Fallen gives us a decent deal with the devil item, of course. Starting to take some damage here. Come on, Black Bean, don't let me down. Kill that dude with poison damage. Not quite. Candle will do it. Getting a little low here. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna live. Excellent. We have the Parasite. That's an interesting tier effect to have right now. And it could have been better items, I guess, but... Or it could have been a better devil item. I mean, obviously, there are much better devil items than what we just got. We'll definitely take this. This will allow us to get 2 keys from that room that we couldn't get keys from before, so that's already paid for itself, essentially. This, of course, being the ladder, in case anyone is actually not watching this and just listening to it. And, you know, we have Parasite, Lump of Coal, decent base damage with, just being Judas. And beyond that, we have the candle as well. So we've got a lot of things going positively for us from an offensive standpoint. Defensively, you know, 2 hearts isn't great, but we can't complain too hard about only having 2 hearts, considering we started with only 1. So we've gotten extra health upgrades at almost every available opportunity. Good shops, too. Treasure rooms, not so much. Let's, you know, fire him a laser. We'll skip that. And we will open this golden chest, because why the heck not? Definitely paid for itself in terms of money and keys. I'm not sure if it gave us an extra bomb, but we didn't really need it. So cool, that was a good floor. I think things are going swimmingly so far. 10 minutes in, we're about to go to the Catacombs Part 2. Continuing to find secret rooms. Again, fetus in a jar, or epic fetus. I would go for either of those right now. It's been a long time. We used to get them like once every 4 or 5 videos when this update first came out. I don't need the map because we already have the X-ray goggles, so I can find the secret room easily. And 7 cents just to see the map is not really worth it because we oftentimes end up with Curse of the Lost here. At least that's my opinion. Why didn't I go to the secret room there? Oh, because I was already hell-bent on going to the shop, I guess. So good thing I bought that spirit heart. It's now already gone. That's okay, though. You know, that's why you buy things like that. We'll definitely take the goat hoof instead of the curved horn. Should give us some extra damage if I can actually walk over it here. We'll go to our secret room, where we will find 3 cents. And now I am 100% lost, and it's pretty much all my own fault. I should have just stuck on the beaten path. Oh well. Greed heads still pains in the asses, despite the fact that they have supposedly been nerfed. I don't mean supposedly to sound like I'm being, you know, I'm sound like I'm being an asshole or anything like that. I forgot we had the ladder. Let's pick this up. That's just like I'm being honest. That supposedly they have been nerfed, but they're still a pain in the ass to me, whether they've been nerfed or not. So we are still looking for treasure rooms. We are still looking for boss rooms, but other than that, not too much left to do on this floor, I'm thinking. Kind of lost my bearings as to where I'm supposed to be going. But I think, yes, maybe the right here is going to be another terminal where we can find something that we will consider useful. So I should be able to stand far back here and do more damage with Lump of Coal, I guess. Start using my Lump of Coal a little bit more deliberately. Wow, that was a shitty shot. It was a great shot, I guess, but it was shitty for me. Whatever, we got back to full health. Treasure room gives us the Spelunker's hat. Spelunker's hat in combination with X-ray goggles. Is that really necessary? Well, we are fighting the Wretched here. I am taking damage, but it should be a fairly easy fight. In fact, it's almost over already. Wow, that was quick, but I took 3 hits. We get the 8-ball Tears upgrade plus a tarot card, which is Judgment. You know what? Ooh, not today, motherfucker. So we'll take our Tears upgrade and just go down to the next floor. We can finally see something, and it's the Necropolis, and we're not in a great position. Hopefully we can turn this around, though. We need some more health. We need a little bit more damage. Some kind of defensive item. Stranger things have happened than, you know, pulling a run together on the Necropolis. Things are still, from my perspective at least, fairly early on in the game, although we are running out of treasure rooms and shops fairly quickly. Should only have 2 more left, and you never know that some of them might contain greed or something along those lines. Oh, that was a close dodge there. Secret room contains greed? Okay, well the shop doesn't then. So we'll go there and we'll just hope that something's on sale, because otherwise we won't be able to afford anything. But hey, 5 keys. Oh, we might be, we got so close to getting a little bit of extra money. Steam sale would have been more valuable right there. 15 cents for Mom's purse. That is actually really welcomed. So I will do some exploration. Try to come up with 4 cents. Then I could have, you know, goat hoof and, oh, it's bad. Goat hoof and Polaroid. Or, you know, alternatively, cancer Polaroid. Whatever I come across. It's worth it to be able to hold onto this extra trinket for sure. Assuming I can get 4 cents. Otherwise, I will rationalize away my desire for that item. Unfortunately. It's bad dodging so far. But I think we're going to be okay. If I can get this shot in there. Yes, it worked. Fuck you, Neutral Fly. You know what? I'm just going to leave you in there ad infinitum. Enjoy Limbo. Not the game Limbo. The game Limbo, obviously fantastic. The concept of Limbo. Terrifying. There we go. There's enough to buy Mom's purse. So we will do that very shortly. This thing isn't dead yet. Are you kidding me? Oh, come on. How does that happen? I don't have any strategic reason to cause me to, or behind my decision to wait to pick up Mom's purse, except for the fact that I'm too lazy to backtrack right now. It's really the the main underlying factor. Now we can backtrack, because we know that if not, we'll have to come back here later anyway. So we might as well. I would love to pick up that other red heart as well to give me a little bit of peace of mind. But instead, I'm going to have to give some more enemies more pieces of my mind, so that maybe we can get that in the future. Maybe some money in here. Spirit heart is actually just as valuable, I would say, as that red heart. Because red hearts are pretty common, you know? At least they should be. I shouldn't have said that, because now I've jinxed myself, but red hearts have a tendency to be fairly common. And it's a tendency that I want to exploit, and oftentimes do end up exploiting. Come on. Conga line, you are being kind of a dick. Just wanted to let you know. I didn't mean anything by it. I just thought, you know, you might like to know. Oh, did I get hit? I did get hit there. That's fucking stupid. God damn it. I don't know why I'm still holding on to this world card. I guess my thinking is that, you know, I'll be able to use it in a few floors at least. I can use it on the womb or on, you know, the cathedral or something like that. I think it's worth the risk here. Yes, we can go back and pick up that red heart now, which I will do, despite the fact that it's a long walk by my standards. And if we get more red hearts, then hey, we can just play Demon Judgment here, and maybe Demon Judgment will hook us up with something awesome, although I kind of doubt it, because a lot of the stuff like that in this game tends to have a tendency to maybe screw me over a little bit. I'm not trying to sound like I'm complaining, but if you watch, like, my first video from today, which would have been 2 episodes ago, self-sacrifice rooms fucked me over pretty big time. But it's all good. That's the way the cookie crumbles in Isaac. Sometimes gives you watermelons, sometimes gives you lemons. I think you know, as a... Oh, that was close. As a bachelor, I would rather, oh god, oftentimes have lemons than watermelons. What is a single dude gonna do with a whole watermelon? Like, slice it up into triangles while crying myself to sleep in my apartment, the streetlights illuminating the tears slowly streaming down my face? I don't know. That was a more vivid picture than I intended to paint there. Let's go... Okay, so I gave a little bit of health to Judgment. Why not blow through some keys here? Maybe we'll get great treasure. Well, that gave us a lot of money at least, which means we could buy a spirit heart. Gave us a heart which we can use to give to Demon Judgment. Got all stats, or damage up and health up from this mushroom. It also made us a little slower, I think, but the extra damage is well worth it. We'll see what we get. Oh, we can't go to Demon Judgment anymore. We'll see what we get from the boss. I'm going to just continue to explore the rest of this. I don't know why I'm fucking with these neutral flies. I guess because I want a clear path where I don't have any risk in my walking, you know? Well, I immediately regret this decision. Taking a lot of damage on this room. Hopefully this doesn't end up fucking me on the boss. Well, I didn't mean to use the world card there. I did not mean to use the world card there. I meant to hit the spacebar to use the candle. Whatever, we survived. More or less, I could go buy the spirit heart from the boss room now. Or from the shop, but we're probably not going to run into any difficult bosses here. Necropolis 1, I guess we could get Mask of Infamy, that would be a pain in the ass. Or the Bloat, also difficult. Yeah, that's going to happen from time to time, isn't it? So how do we do the Bloat? You stand behind him, if possible. Otherwise, I think you just get the fuck out of the way. So we're going to try to hit him with the candle whenever we can, and otherwise... just stand kind of off-center, so that we don't have to deal with his fucking bullshit. Oh, I dealt with some of his bullshit there. Yes, thank you for the jump. Now the candle. It's very close to death. Whatever, we made it out. We got Pageant Boy, not very good. Wow, never mind. We actually got a lot of money out of that. Let's head down to the next floor, where hopefully I will find an abundance of red hearts, or we are skating on thin ice here. Definitely lots of money, which indicates to me we are going to run into greed or super greed in the shop because, you know, nothing ever works out beautifully. Well, actually, that's not true. Things oftentimes work out beautifully in this game. Mr. Bomb. More spirit hearts would be beautiful right now. 1 is good enough, and our pill. A few extra flies. Not a great pill. Not horrible, but not great. Another Demon Judgment. We'll get another spirit heart here, and for once we found the treasure room right off the bat, which is fantastic for us. Equals maybe some good stuff that will carry us through the rest of this floor. Another spirit heart from Larry Jr. And Mom's Knife. Yeah, okay. It's the second Mom's Knife run in a row. I'm not going to sweat that. It's actually the second Mom's Knife and Candle run in a row. Or maybe the second out of the last 3 anyway, is what I should say. The last Judas run is so weird to me because we got the telepills and it sent us to fight Satan instead of Isaac. I don't know. It was weird. It was bad dodging times 2. Not even sure what I was thinking there, to be honest with you. Why is... Oh, it's Black Bean that's doing the poison damage. Of course. Okay. So we got Angel Fetuses. It feels like my range is low right now. Or my tears might be low, because it's taking me a long time to charge up shots. Oh, come on. This is a great opportunity for the candle, actually. Gotta remember to use that. It's a great item. Just kind of hard to remember when you're also using Mom's Knife at the same time. But in situations like this, it can really help you out. Because we can take these assholes out before they get a chance to shoot. Which is actually pretty damn important, considering one shot put a real kink in your day. Really hoping for some more red hearts, though. We haven't really gotten a lot of those. Full health pill would be cool. Let's use candle on this man. That went surprisingly okay. A little extra money and another red heart here. I should be able to, yes, do exactly that. So we'll pick up red heart, pick up money, and down and through here. Oh, I really thought that was going to work. And we get a key, extra money. Again, shop, probably, I'm guessing. We'll find out in about a second here, but I'm guessing that we are going to run into one of the Greed Sisters. I realized that, man, I was kind of trying to use that as a pejorative, but I apologize if it offended. Oh, we got Book of Revelations. But I kind of want to stick with... Actually, Book of Revelations is going to be better in this situation, because I'd never remember to use the candle anyway. So let's take this. We'll take Book of Revelations. We'll move on. Candle was good to us. This is going to solve our health problems, and our damage problems are not very pronounced, because we do have Mom's Knife now. Oh, I didn't need to use a bomb there. We'll just walk over here with the ladder. We'll pick up a speed upgrade. It's something. Works well with Mom's Knife, and I think we're in a much better position now than we were 10 minutes ago, that's for sure, but I mean, that's kind of the way things usually work in Isaac, I guess. If things get worse as time goes on, then you can be pretty damn sure you're going to have a bad run. Come on, Leaper. Do it. You know you... Yeah, I knew you wanted to jump. And that's when I strike, like a cobra. Nothing there. Arcade could be valuable, but there's not as much, I guess, urgent desire to go to the arcade anymore. Because Mom's Knife can still be kind of a pain in the ass for zombies. There we go. There's not as much urgent desire because we don't have to earn the Polaroid from the shop or from the arcade anymore. Could go to the blood bank, but what's the point, really? The reason we don't have to go to the arcade so much anymore is because the Polaroid drops very consistently from Mom. I've never not had it drop, let's put it that way. And this fight is going to be over before it even gets started, basically. Why did I walk right into it? Well, I guess the poison damage is not anything to sneeze at. This might do it. Oh, it's very close. Alright, and it's done. There's the Polaroid, there's the crate. Still don't know the exact mechanics for the Polaroid drop on Mom's fight, but we have Mom's purse, right? Yeah, we'll take Pinky Eye then in conjunction with this. Bombs are key, didn't do too much for us. We got the Stars card, we got the... Oh, okay, we should take Go to Hoof Polaroid then. What was I thinking? And the Stars card will take us, basically work as the telepills, I guess, on the next floor. So let's do it. Because normally that takes us to the item room, of course. Man, Mask of Infamy. Terrible, just regular enemy type. Well, actually, it's a great enemy type because the AI is absurdly good. Or the mechanics are absurdly good anyway. But annoying as shit. Oh man, this is when I could really use the ability to fly. Starting to take a little bit too much damage here on Utero Part 1. There we go, everything is dead here. Oh my god, I was really hoping for Balls of Steel. Haven't gotten that pill all day, actually. Despite playing a lot today. We get something awesome coming here. Oh, boom, maybe not. Nope. Bomb. Yes, probably worth it. If we get more keys, that's actually good because we can use those on the chest, provided we actually get there. And that's not a guarantee by any stretch of the imagination, considering how much health we're losing and how slowly I am regenerating spirit hearts because I don't have like a nun's habit or a nail or a, like nail wouldn't help us out here, but no battery, you know, stuff like that, which would normally allow us to charge our shit a little bit faster. Troll Bomb, I'll see you later. Troll Bomb, I'll see you in 2 seconds. Got kind of lucky. I was pretty sure I was going to get hit there. I think we're going to be looking bottom right for the boss here. Just a hunch. I've been wrong before, several times. This pill maybe is good? We don't know. Tears up. Okay. Certainly not bad. I'll take the extra money and do a little bit more exploring here by way of the secret room, unlocking some extra paths for me. Sadly, we'll have to wait here until that creep dissipates. But it did give us another Book of Belial charge. So no harm done there, except I lost it pretty much straight away. Oh, and then lost a little bit more. Mask of Infamies, they always put me off my game. That's the best way for me to describe it. So we're running entirely on red hearts now. Oh, man. I shouldn't have told the game my weakness. And the hearts, you know, nothing to sneeze at in their own right either. They run away. And the AI for their running away is actually surprisingly strong. But we're still alive here. I have a feeling we're going to make it pretty easily through Utero 1 unless we run into, like, an unbelievably horrible boss. I'm talking like Colin Farrell and horrible boss is horrible. But I mean, we should be coming to the boss room soon. I don't fly, so I'm just gonna blow this dude up. Saves me some time and probably some woe as well. Of course, more Masks of Infamy, and of course I didn't kill the one closest to me with that heart kill. Alright. Boss, or mob trap room. Sure, why not? They tricked me. We got a super chestception here for Mom's Pearl. I'm gonna stick with the Goat Hoof for the extra damage, which is what I think it does anyway. Random shots get extra damage. Mom's Pearl gives a higher chance of, like, Mom's items dropping. But that doesn't really appeal to me that much. What would I want? Mom's Pad, Mom's Bra? Those are both not great. Considering I already have Book of Revelations, we'll take that. Actually, you know, we should be fighting Death on this floor, right? Death or Conquest? Death. We'll use the Empress, because this could be rough. And my reasoning for that, of course, was because I use Book of Revelations. We are, like, owed a cube of meat giving boss here. Okay, that was easy. I'm doing crazy damage because I'm using Empress in combination with Mom's Knife, of course. If I actually only had the balls to stick this out, there we go. Deal with the devil, maybe. Guppy's Paw for 3 Spirit Hearts doesn't even make sense, game. I don't even understand how I would do that. Instead, we'll take our cube of meat and head down to the next floor. Feeling, I don't know, 50-50 about our chances. We found the secret room pretty quickly, and that's awesome. But sadly, no epic fetus. Although Mom's Knife, you know, nothing to sneeze at in its own right. Let's do a little exploration here. There's a library that we've come across. And we'll take damage immediately. Really? Blast Assist? You got that much HP? Thank you, Cube of Meat, for saving me from 1 extra heart of damage there. Much appreciated, really. Finally. And yeah, I just used that secret room basically as like a pivot for me to do some more exploration here. Thank God they didn't, the brain guys didn't, wow, I got hit by one of those? I was gonna say thank God the brain guys didn't pursue me because I definitely would have walked into the creep by accident. I guess no harm, no foul, because we got a little extra health as well. But I think there's no question I'm taking a little bit too much damage on these rooms. Came out of it okay in that one. Gotta be, oh, this is not the boss way. That sucks. But I think I handled this guy appropriately. Book of Revelations is charged. Extra keys, good for the chest, should we ever get there. Isaac boss fight is going to be a total pain in the ass if we actually manage to, you know, get to a point where we can fight him. Blue Baby, of course, going to be similar, only slightly worse. How do I want to do this? Okay, well, fire, aim. I mean, that's the opposite order of normal things, but we didn't actually have to shoot there, so it's okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was going to get hit there. I think Book of Revelations has probably kept me alive. I wish I could have kept the candle, but, I mean, it wasn't being used efficiently when I was using it in conjunction with Mom's Knife anyway. Because I can't focus on 2 things at once, because I'm a man-child, but we'll... I don't know. We can do the post-mortem later, I guess. So the people in the comments will do the post-mortem for me, I guess. I don't have to worry so much about that. Alright. That was a weird animation. There's extra health for us here, so we don't have to sweat that too much. There's another, at least half heart back here as well. So we'll pick that up. I chose poorly when I was choosing secret rooms. Let's check down now. So we might find it off of this room is kind of going to be my guess. Bad dodging, but hey, doesn't matter. Extra heart drops automatically. I don't think the boss could possibly be at the very bottom now, so we'll go to the right. I don't know, it's... For some reason, in spite of me thinking this is the only place that the boss could possibly be, I'm a little bit skeptical right now. I don't know why. I don't have a lot of faith in my abilities at this point. So we'll do the same thing. Walk him into the knife. Well, I guess he has to be in the bottom, yeah. So I was indeed incorrect there. Weird. Not that it's weird for me to be incorrect, but I don't know, where are they going to put the boss room? I guess you can go down and left, and that will be where the boss room is. Yeah, that makes actual perfect sense. Just wasn't thinking straight. A little bit more. A little bit more. Ooh, a little bit more. A little bit more. There we go. Lots of red hearts dropping. And we have more rooms than I expected. Also going bottom left. Hopefully we don't run into too many more masks of infamy. Those have been, you know, pretty piss poor for me so far. This Diglett was a little shy. Now he's a lot dead. I mean, you gotta refer to those guys as Digletts, right? They look exactly like Diglett. They dig. They hide out. They're weak against thunder. Are ground types? Yeah, ground types are weak against thunder, right? Or very strong against... I can never remember. Let's do this. Okay. Now we shouldn't have to use too many bombs. I guess I have no reason to save them. I might as well use them. Because if it means I don't have to deal with fucking 3 zombies, then that is A-okay in my books. So we'll try not to get hit by our own bombs, which is a problem historically for me. This is working out much better. Watch out for the creep, because I don't have the ability to fly for once. That should do it. Yeah, excellent. Okay. Up to the Cathedral. Whoa. Oh, that was fast. After this room, we will get Book of Revelations charged. Why did I just stand there and let that happen? Anyway, he's going to come down with his head. Oh, right in the middle? Really? So we got Judas' tongue. I don't know what it does. I'm going to stick with the goat hoof for now. Hopefully that isn't like a deal breaker for me right now. It gives you a red heart every single room, you dummy. Well, I apologize for that in that case. I'm sticking with the goat hoof because I know what it does. And thus can plan around it. That went very well. Continue getting Book of Revelations charges here. We're going to find ourselves in a rough position unless I can... I might just stand next to Isaac during the fight. Black Bean will damage him. At the very least... Oh, that's not going to work. It's not like Poison Touch. I could stand right next to him. And just do damage every time he hits me. And then with the Polaroid, getting me that shield when I get down to half a heart, which is something that will basically happen. Or I guess 1 heart, it will work too. Extra spirit heart there was nice. Then maybe I can survive long enough to do enough damage with Mom's knife to, I don't know, set things in motion here. Good chain reaction. That helps. Secret room does not really help. That is just greed, so I'm going to get the hell out of there. Alright, Sloth, what do you got for me, buddy? Killing your own minions as usual? I know that feel. I actually don't know that feel in the least. There's one dead. Oh, watch out for that. Should do it. Bob's Rotten Head. Not a terrible item. Maybe a terrible item. It's an item I certainly do not want right now. That's terrible. Chariot is a good card to have right now. You know, we can use that on the boss. Give us a little extra invincibility. Picked up lots of great stuff here. Kind of did not expect that. We always have the chance to get flying from one of these chests. No, but 2 extra half hearts is okay. Fish head. We'll stick with goat hoof for now. This is not where we want to be. But this could be a good pill. Bombs are key. Yeah, why not? Extra keys means extra golden chest opportunities. I mean, 10 versus 8 doesn't make a huge difference, probably. Hey, sorry, Greed. I'm just passing through, buddy. I'm just going to go down this way. Whoa. I'm going to use Chariot here, actually. Might seem crazy. But I think that was a smart decision, despite the fact that I ended up taking an extra hit of damage at the end anyway. Lost a lot of my money in that as well. But that money probably would prove useless, and I can just pick it up anyway. I think that was a smart decision, but that might be, that might have been sort of a waste. I'm trying to use my cards more liberally. I'd rather die having used all of my opportunities than die holding some of my opportunities in my hand, you know? 10 extra bombs. Not worth my time and the difficulty of dealing with these floors this time. So we know that Isaac must be to the right here. If he's not to the right, then I have made another... I guess he could be. No, he can't be. He's got to be to the right. We're calling it right here. Otherwise, the layout of the level wouldn't make any sense. So Isaac on the right here. And then a trip to the chest, where I will open up those... Well, assuming I even win against Isaac, which is actually not guaranteed by any stretch of the imagination. Double our keys. Yeah, a trip to the chest where we can open up those first 4 chests that we come across, but... You know, those have historically been pretty poor for me. We'll see. Try not to be negative here. Just poking Monstro 2. That was very easy. Another Book of Revelations charge ready. Oh, it's tempting. It's very tempting. Let's try it. It wasn't worth it. But we didn't get hit, so it's okay. If I could just pick up this bomb without getting hit, I would be happy. Excellent! Okay, Isaac fight. No idea how this is going to go. Cube of meat. Have the time of your life, please. Well, this might not be the best way to do it, but it's the way I am doing it. He's at about half, I'm at about half. Why is the Polaroid not proccing? Oh god, this is it for us. Yep. But Ankh is going to take us back. We're going to be Blue Baby with a black dagger. And we're going to try this over again, I guess. With 5 Spirit Heart, which is weird for me, because every other time I've spawned with only 3. But I guess maybe it's based on the number of Red Heart containers you have. But I only had 4 Red Heart containers. I don't know what's going on. I've stopped trying to understand some of the weirdness in this game. Okay, this is going much better. Oh man, we get permanent Polaroid whenever we get hit. Because of the blue babiness. That's really good. We'll just stand right the fuck next to Isaac here. We're gonna succeed here. We're gonna go to the chest and then see what the hell's gonna happen. I have no idea, honestly. I didn't even realize I was invincible here. Maybe I shouldn't have counted my chickens because we might not actually go to the chest. Things are looking a little scary. But one more Polaroid would be enough to carry me through this. Okay, die, die, die. Thank you for the Spirit Heart. That was... Pick up the Spirit Heart, you fool! Okay, we should, by all accounts, survive this room. 3 Angel Fetuses, still nothing to sneeze at. Ooh. Okay, that one didn't die? You gotta be kidding me. This is insanity. I have had Angel Fetuses ruin a run where I beat Isaac before. Here we go, down to the chest. What could possibly save us here? Not really, unless it's a ton of Spirit Hearts. Well, it's a pill, and the pill gives us Tears Up. Okay, it's something. We got a Tears Upgrade. We got a Rosary. That's maybe one of the most valuable items we could get right now. We got Sacrificial Dagger, which I don't think is that good. We got Guardian Angel, which actually makes Sacrificial Dagger and Cube of Meat really good. Still don't hold out a whole lot of hope here. Can we actually go to the secret room now? Because normally on the chest you cannot. For whatever reason, bombs just don't work. I hate all these pink items, or pink champions. Oh, bad freaking damage. Please just die. I feel like my mom's knife is not shooting as far as I would like it to. Well, thanks to the Rosary for sponsoring us for this room. It worked, sort of. Our secret room contains a slot machine and looks like it's ready to smash TV. Oh, good! Exactly the same thing, only these ones actually poop as well, so I can't dodge as effectively as I would like. Oh, that was scary. That was scarier, but I guess it worked out. Just kill the one who is... There we go. Still alive. Don't really deserve to be. Come on. Can we get a little bit more? Okay, yep, that'll do it. Bombs are key, you know, I guess we'll switch back. And there's our boss. Will we get to him? Possibly. I don't know, man. Spiders could end my run right now. Oh, one almost did right there. This could hurt. Yep, that's what I was thinking. Well, that was a weird one, but as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.